Have you ever thought about where your produce comes from? Most grocery chains receive produce from various local and national farmers. In fact, there are about 3.4 million farmers in the United States today. But of that staggering number, only 45,000 are Black farmers. At the Better Buggy, we are a proud group of Atlanta-based Black-owned farmers, selling produce locally and nationwide. Our easy-to-navigate online platform makes it easy for you to make a one-time purchase or to simplify your life by subscribing to our weekly produce box. Whichever frequency you choose, you can order with confidence, knowing you'll receive 100% organic farm-fresh produce. If you're looking for a thoughtful gift for a loved one that they'd actually find useful, be sure to pop by our online store where you can snag a gift card your recipient can use to order their own produce and t-shirts. Ready to start supporting local Black-owned farms and making healthier food decisions? Visit thebetterbuggy.com now to start shopping.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Taliban really truly have all of Afghanistan back. They stormed the last province that they had no control over overnight, and they were able to gain control. Panjshir province overnight was stormed, and it's now in the control of the Taliban. I mean, it's not taking much for them to take over the entire country. We tried our best to resolve the problem through negotiations, and they rejected talks, and then we had to send our forces to fight. So, this is one of the Taliban talking at a news conference in Kabul. The resistant forces were led by the former vice president, Sila, and also the son of the iconic anti Taliban fighter, Ahmad Shah. Experts said they had doubted that the holdout efforts could succeed. So they had no hope of this province being able to hold out strong against the Taliban. And so, of course, it's now lost. Wow. America was in there, ladies and gentlemen, for over 20 years. Over 20 years. And in days, the Taliban took over the country as soon as they started, even before they got everybody out. They had the majority of the country. The U.S. withdrew its last troops a week ago and ended a harrowing airlift and evacuated the Western citizens that were there and Afghan allies that, of course, helped them, which we know they are bringing here to this country. They brought some already. During the evacuation, thousands of people descended on Kabul airport, hoping to flee the country because they feared what the Taliban's rules might hold, given their history of repression, particularly on women. At one point, the Islamic State suicide bomber targeted crowds, killing 169 Afghans and 13 American service members. And we remember that from last week. Many people are still hoping to leave the country, but the Kabul airport not yet running international flights. Their choices are few. In the country's north, officials said Sunday at least 4 airplanes chartered to evacuate several hundred people have been unable to leave the country for days. But they were conflicting accounts about what's going on. Of course, there is. But the top Republican on the U.S. House Foreign Affairs Committee said the group included Americans and that they had boarded planes, but the Taliban were not letting them take off. So they are holding them hostage. I mean, if you're not allowing them to leave, then you're holding them hostage, pretty much. Okay. Rep. Michael McCall of Texas told Fox News Sunday that the American citizen and Afghan interpreters were being kept on 6 planes. On Monday, now, meanwhile, the State Department helped 4 U.S. citizens leave Afghanistan on ground. A senior state official said so. It's marking the first overland evacuation that facilitated since the U.S. military withdrew from Afghanistan last week. The Taliban was aware of the operation and did not impede their safe passage. The officials who spoke on the condition of course, remaining anonymous to discuss the sensitive mission. 4 Americans were part of a group that had initially tried to evacuate the country, and the official ground evacuation representative, a rare option to leave the country until they can assume Kabul's airport. When that gets back into operation, it's still not in operation. I mean, so in all of Afghanistan, y'all just have one airport. That's it. Wow. U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin are traveling to the Persian Gulf and Europe this week to discuss Afghanistan. Wow, this is a big loss for America. It is. It is a big loss for America. You spent all those decades and billions of dollars in that country just to lose it all within days. Yeah, well, the victories seem to be very few for America these days. And we shall see what happens. I just don't think it's going to ever be safe for Americans to return back to this country for a long time to come. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.